Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction. Today we have the next one in the long laundry list of songs from Genshin Impact that people want me to listen to, Inevitable Conflict. So without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? Let's go! Interesting chords there. I'm not a pianist, but I can appreciate some clever chord building. This is smooth. It kind of reminds me of some Legend of Zelda music I've heard. Like a happier Twilight Princess. Ooh. So that note, that single note on the piano kind of caught my ear there for a second. Ah. That was a great build. All right, strings, chill. Whew. That just sounds like a solo. And that crescendo right into this new movement. Oh. This is gorgeous. I think I've forgotten to speak. I'm getting lost in this song a little bit too much. Ooh. Beautiful scale. Do it a couple times. Ooh. All right. Whew. And that piano, it's running a marathon. Ooh. Gorgeous. All right, that was beautiful, dude. What? I say beautiful all the time, and I never don't mean it. You know, when I hear a song that's gorgeous and it plays well to my ear, I say a song is beautiful, gorgeous. I use all those synonyms to describe it because I can't think of too many other ways to say it. That had such beautiful phrasing. The dynamics were gorgeous. There was light and dark in that song. It felt uplifting, but also kind of sad. This is something I'm not not used to as a result of listening to a lot of music from various games, especially Genshin. They tend to have that heavy dynamic shift throughout the music. I've talked about it a few times. But this is one of those ones where the whole time I was listening to it, I couldn't tell if I was supposed to feel happy or sad. It kind of kept me in this emotional limbo all the way through. Like I was supposed to be feeling a sense of just floating in midair while a lot of events were happening, but nothing was necessarily going wrong. It felt complicated. There was a lack of many percussive element in that at all, really, because it didn't really need it. This has been a thing in a few Genshin songs where they use the rhythm of the strings and the brass underneath everything else to kind of carry along the rhythm instead of using traditional percussive instruments. So there's not really much I can say there. But stuff like the piano just constantly bringing you up and down the scales, and these little collections of like notes, these groupings that they would hit on their way down and up. Same thing with the violin that happened in there too. These sorts of builds are what makes music interesting and what makes you wake up and go, wow, there's complexity in what I'm hearing. There's a world here. There is a universe that I have yet to experience in the music alone. And I've talked about that a few times too, how the music being its own thing without having to experience the world in its physical context still creates that world musically. The comparison to Zelda was not an accident in any way, shape, or form. It's because I was able to mentally connect that emotion I felt when I was a kid playing Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, especially Twilight Princess. You may not see it back here behind this light, but there is a Twilight Princess poster. I love that game. And this song very much felt like something you would hear in the overworld of Hyrule, in the fields, running across the hills to the sunset, you know, like this sort of emotion is what this song is pulling from me. I really didn't expect this song to take me on such an impressive nostalgic trip in that way and draw those lines and connections to something that I used to play when I was a kid, but I'm glad it did. It really brought back some good memories hearing this song, and for whatever reason, it reminded me of those times. It felt like the song that my mind was playing when I was running through those fields as a kid. It's almost reassuring, I guess, that kids and young adults who play Genshin Impact and are into that world and have a piece of music like this that triggers those nostalgic moments in my mind exists for somebody else, you know? It's something that I'm glad exists for them, because they may not play the games that I played. They may not have the same experience as I did, but I really appreciate that. It feels like there's a breath of fresh air to what I thought was going to be just a personal experience that you had to be there to experience. But it's songs like this that make me feel like people are getting that experience and that sense of belonging in a game like this. And that's very positive for my outlook on gaming as a whole. But enough of getting into the old sappiness of my own nostalgia. I'm just glad that a song like this exists and it hits those sorts of notes in my mind, and that's beautiful to me. So with all that said, thank you all very much for watching. If you want to see more of these videos and have me react to more stuff, you know how to do that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!